you bring a plastic bag or you just tie it up?
Oh man, they are really tight. Like, I'm already too far in.
Power spring or not? Come on.
Yeah, I need to get more torque on this. Oh yes! Holy shit, they're tight.
Guys, so you have already seen the intro video of me talking about some of the specs to the climbing shoes, and I just told you that I wanted to wear them for a couple of weeks before giving you my honest opinion. A few people have pointed out, obviously I'm sponsored by Scarpa, so the review would be biased. So well, Tom is not sponsored by Scarpa, but I've also managed to catch two other people wearing the VELOCEs to give you their honest, non-biased opinion. So we're going to jump right into Gabrielle. Alright, hey Gabby. Oh, wait. Tell us your name.
I'm Gabby.
And how long have you been climbing?
On and off for about 3 years. The last 6 months mostly more intensely.
Yeah, and what kind of grade would you say you're climbing at the moment?
V3s are probably where I'm at the moment. Take a couple of tries. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm sitting.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what shoes are you wearing?
I'm wearing Scarpa BOOSTER.
Yeah. And what shoes were you wearing before these?
Some really crappy, really basic entry-level shoes that weren't even sized properly. So.
Oh yeah, those big floppy things.
They were Evolve, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh, I think they were like Evolve Royale or yeah. All right. So you're not a sponsored Scarpa athlete. So tell me your personal opinion about these shoes. Just be brutally honest.
Very comfortable. I can have them on for a long period of time before really feeling like I need to take them off.
Yeah.
Makes such a difference to my climbing. I'm a lot quieter on my feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, just have helped my footwork tenfold.
Yeah.
Really comfy, really good quality. Definitely recommend.
Holding up pretty well, aren't they? How long have you had these for now?
Had them about a month.
Yeah.
Climbing 2 to 3 times a week. So
yeah. And do you know if you have a broad or narrow foot at all?
I have a very broad foot.
Very broad foot, and so they're fitting well for that?
Yes, I struggle with a lot of shoes because of that.
Yeah.
Perfectly. Yeah, so comfy.
And what's your European size, street size, and what size did you go for?
So my street size is about a 36. 37. These are a 36. They felt good when I put them on. I could probably even size down one more.
Yeah.
They have stretched a little bit, so I'd advise going at least 2 sizes down.
2 street sizes down?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Bye. Just to summarize that, I actually coach Gabby and I've just started that recently, and just to watch her transition of footwork from the stiff shoes which were too floppy, and we were projecting this V3 and we just couldn't do it because her shoes were just not able to stand on the footholds essentially, to then putting her in different shoes, sending it straight away, and then just watching the transition of like quite clumsy footwork to quite precise, quiet footwork is really cool. So they're really well suited, I'm going to say, to an intermediate climber. So that is one for you. I've got one other non-biased review. All right, here we go. Now this is Tennille's. You guys have already met Tennille. This is Tennille's selection of shoes. So, Veloce is a new thing. Mad Rock, her old shoes, like she warms up in these. And then she's got the Dragos. They're mine over there, by the way. You're not wearing your Veloces today. Is there a reason?
Because I'm really in love with my Dragos at the moment because they're slightly bigger.
You're liking the Dragos better than the Veloces?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Because they're slightly bigger. They're a size up.
Oh, so you went too small with your Veloces?
No, the Veloces are the size I should be in.
Yeah.
These are just slightly bigger, so I've got a bit more space.
Okay, so let's talk sizes. What's your street size?
36.
36. What have you got in the Drago? What have you got in the Veloce?
36.
Oh wow, so she's not gone small enough. That's a big rookie error, same as my rookie error.
These are 38.
They're a 38. What the hell, Tennille? Guys, this is all a new revelation to me. Tennille is not sizing her shoes appropriately.
They're a 39.
Oh my god. Okay, do you realise you're about like 2 street sizes bigger than you're meant to be in?
Yes.
No wonder your footwork, sometimes you slip off foot chips.
But they're comfy.
Yeah, but climbing shoes aren't meant to be comfy.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. What would you say, what's your, what grade do you climb?
With V3.
And how long have you been climbing?
On and off for about 3 years.
3 years. And so are you going to stick with the Dragos your favourite out of these 3? Or do you think there's a circumstance where you might like the Veloces?
No, I love my Veloces. I'm still wearing them in, so they're just a little bit.
So it's just they're just a bit tight, which it seems crazy to me, because they're meant to be really tight. Do you have a broad or narrow foot?
I have a broad foot.
You must have a broad foot.
Yeah.
All right, so we've just established that Tennille is probably a wimp with her shoes, but nevertheless enjoying them.
Sort of.
All right, cool. Okay, guys, sorry, off camera I was just like trying to figure out why she sized her shoes so big. So you wear orthotics?
Yeah, I have a proper orthotic that's enormous to my shoe, which just makes me a 36. But technically, if I don't have my orthotics in, my foot flattens and I'm about a 37.5.
Okay, all right, so yeah, I hope that makes sense to people because what is wrong with your foot? Is it the curve of your foot?
So I just don't have an arch in my foot at all.
No arch.
It's collapsed.
Okay, so you really do have to size up your climbing shoes.
Otherwise I can't give it.
All right, makes sense. All right, so Tom, you are reviewing the Booster. What, you've been climbing in them for a couple of weeks now?
Yep, climbing in for a couple of weeks. These are them. They're pretty cool. My normal go-to shoe has been the VSR. So in comparison to those, I've been really pleasantly surprised with how well they've gone. I think they're a slightly tighter fit than the VSR, so I'm a 44.
Yeah.
I've gone 44 in this.
Do you know if you have a broad or narrow foot?
I've certainly got a wide foot.
You're a wide foot, okay.
So flat feet and things like that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, this does feel like a slightly tighter fit, which has been good. A softer shoe as well than the VSR. So I get a bit more like toe feel on
Sensitivity,
the wall.
yeah. And control over like...
Yeah, a bit of control and things like that. So that's been really handy. I know it's going to be a little less, how do I say it? It's not going to last
durable?
as long as the VSR.
Yeah.
So
Being a bit softer, that just happens.
But for the time being, super happy with it. And I think if you need, for me as a heavier guy, I think if you need a split between like the Drago and the VSR,
Somewhere in the middle.
this is the one that you're going to go for.
Yeah.
So
Toe hooks, heel hooks. I remember you saying at the
you can
start...
see it's got the heavier plastic at the top for toe hooks. I mean, this would be an awesome outdoor shoe.
Yeah, it's meant to be specifically tailored to that.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, heavier guy, VSRs are great, but if you just need a bit more toe feel and things, and maybe just a slightly tighter fit, this is the go.
Is that fitting your heel well?
Yeah, but it fits, for me, as a size 44, it fits better than a VSR.
And what's your street size, Tom?
46.
46, so you're €2 down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Size 12 to size 10.
Okay. Is there anything else we didn't cover that?
Nah, but guys, give it a shot. It looks cool.
It does look
Feels
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Get around it.
All right. Awesome. All right, so that just leaves my wrap up, and so I need to be honest, I have not been wearing the Veloce so much because I am completely obsessed with my Furia S, and I just broke them in as I got the Veloce, so I did test the Veloces a couple of times, but they're not my favorite shoe right now. I think for me they're an awesome training shoe, but they felt so light to me, the same reason why I didn't like the Furia Air. They felt so light to me that I didn't really feel like I was getting too much support, and especially I would not wear them on an overhang or on small chips. I felt like I just had a sock on basically, and they felt amazing on slab. Like walking on volumes was like next level. As I said before, I don't have the right size as well, so I found it quite hard. I found them loose, so my street size is a 39.5. In all Scarpas I have either been a 37, well, it should be I used to be in 38, and I guess as I've kind of gotten stronger, maybe I think I've downsized my shoes because I'm climbing harder grades and I needed to have a little bit more sensitivity, having my toes over all the holds. So I've just universally 37, so I ordered the 37. They're just too big, they're a bigger fit. I could go down a whole size, I could easily go down to a 36, and then maybe they'd feel like a really good training shoe. But right now I just didn't feel super secure in them, except for walking on volume. So on the steep section I couldn't really get any power off the feet, but that's not really what they're designed for. So they are designed for those intermediate climbers. So I've now got 5 clients wearing them. It's a shame I couldn't get the rest. I didn't force them to buy them, they went and bought them, and they absolutely love them. And for the grades that they're climbing, the V3, V4, they just seem to be perfect. So standing on jugs or small, small holds, but not tiny crimps and edges, and not really powerful moves on an overhang, or really technical toe hooking and heel hooking. So I really do think they're a fantastic shoe, but mainly aimed at intermediate climbers, I would say, or an advanced training shoe, so you won't really have to take them off. And I would say for your advanced people, just stick to the Drago or the Furia S as per my suggestion if you are a light climber, and if you are a heavier climber, as Tom said, the VSR is probably your way to go. So that is our final wrap up for the Scarpa shoes, the Veloce and the Booster. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do remember to comment, like and subscribe. Drop down in the comments if you have any questions about your Scarpa shoes, and myself or Tom will answer all of them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.